crisis at the core: the urgent call for reform in South Africa's intelligence agencies. In a pressing call to action, the South African civil rights organization, AfriForum, has voiced significant concerns regarding the state of the nation's intelligence apparatus, primarily focusing on the State Security Agency, SSA. The call for sweeping reforms comes in light of a series of damaging revelations about corruption, political interference, and administrative failure within the agency, as detailed in a 2018 report by a high-level review panel. This investigative report, initiated by President Cyril Ramaphosa, indicates a deep-rooted culture of factionalism and misuse of resources within the SSA, dating back to 2009. AfriForum's advocacy for change underscores the agency's derailment from its principal mandate to ensure national security. The SSA, mired in controversy, stands accused of evolving into a tool for political and personal gain, with its role in the national security architecture being significantly undermined. The recent scandal surrounding the South African Police Service Crime Intelligence Division, involving a reckless expenditure of R22.7 million on a luxury hotel amidst the crippling resource shortages, further complicates the landscape. This misuse of intelligence funds for lavish purchases starkly contrasts with the dire operational needs of the country's security forces, who sometimes resort to holding meetings in fast food outlets or their personal vehicles due to the lack of proper infrastructure. These series of administrative and strategic blunders highlight a gross neglect of duty and a shift away from the core responsibilities of national safety and citizen protection. The timing of these issues is particularly concerning, given the array of national security threats South Africa faces, from the insurgency in northern Mozambique to domestic challenges posed by organized crime networks and radical groups potentially inciting violence. Instead of fortifying the nation against these threats, the intelligence community's focus has been diluted by internal chaos and scandals. Jacques Brudrick, AfriForum's chief spokesperson for community safety, articulates the gravity of the situation. The collapse of South Africa's intelligence services has left the nation vulnerable. Once a cornerstone of our national security, the State Security Agency has degenerated into a symbol of incompetence and corruption. This cannot continue. He emphasizes the necessity for immediate, decisive reforms aimed at restoring public trust and recalibrating the focus of the intelligence agencies towards their foundational role of safeguarding South Africa. AfriForum's plea highlights a critical crossroads for South Africa's intelligence agencies. By urging the government to undertake robust reforms, the organization seeks to catalyze a reformation process that will realign the agencies with their constitutional duties, thereby reinforcing the country's stability and security. Thank you for choosing Satori News.